Right, good morning ladies and gents. Here we have the main man, Mr. Baldrick. And he hasn't had his Scooby snacks yet. We're not long arrived. Spooky Woods on a Monday. So surprised we've got 4 people there. Jeff has now been, that's alright to say that you're retired now, Jeff, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, see a bit more of you now, wouldn't we? That's like Marty Cuff, when he retired we don't see him no more. We saw more of him when he was working, bless him. And just getting a little brew on, as we do there. And I lit that with my fire steel, and you'd have been really impressed by that. You know what, Al? I lit that with my fire steel, didn't I?
You did, yeah.
I did, yeah. That's bushcrafty. Very bushcrafty. And yeah, gonna get a brew on. Al's picking off some resin off the tree. That's very infantry, sir, that is, blimey.
Oh.
Yeah. It ain't made a sod's worth of difference, but the thought was there. So. I've got to say, mate, you had some nice comments from the first aid film, mate. You were going to do another little...
Yeah, we'll do another one.
Yeah, you don't have to stick your camera, you know, because somebody said, I said, well, we just don't like to. He's a bit humble. But yeah, no, that was really good, mate, and very on it as well, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
No, so people, you know what to do now. Get the old dressing on there, mate, keep it clean, and bung a load of water on it, yeah. Hold your hand open, because that's something that's not been covered. Yeah, yeah, that's it, mate. So, but we just think to do one every now and again, mate. Yeah, could do one about exposure. No, you know.
I don't want to expose myself.
No, no, but you know what I mean, mate. Do one about that, like, yeah. Because if I'd just come off work last night and I just sat there and monged out, I was going to bring some of the military PCS system, which is cheap enough, cheap and cheerful, mate, yeah, or you know, common man prices, and just show people what that's all about, because that's not a not bad little system, mate, and it ain't gonna rape your wallet.
No. Do fractures as well, because there's a few potholes around here. It's going to do your ankle in. So.
There you go, sir.
Yeah.
Well, I'll, you know, leave it to you, mate. What, yeah. But you had a nice bit of feedback on that, mate, and what is nice, mate, it's not like over the top. It's very, very practical and using stuff you got with you. Yeah. Nothing from the air ambulance. You're looking a bit Ray Mearsy today, mate. But I thought that was a Swazi because it's kind of the colour. But it's a Ridgeline, mate, as well, isn't it? Yeah. No, that's why I quite like that.
2-year-olds.
Oh, yeah. That's fair enough, mate.
Gift from my lady wife.
Ah, it's priceless then, sir, isn't it? It's priceless. What did you do? What did you do? No, what did you do to get that? No. That must have been that multi-orgasmic weekend you give us. And I'm just going to leave it there, all right, because you blush easily. And we got Des of the Catty.
Multi-orgasmic weekend.
Been getting some Swedish candles there, mate. Is that what the wood was for? Des. So at the old wood you got there, harvest, that was for Swedish candles?
That, you know, Neil Andrews from Greencraft and Craig from Blackpool, they're doing Blackpool Survival, they're doing that Morse Kahansky charity event thing, aren't they, next weekend? And he said, like, he sent me out the details, you had to make a donation for charity, and then obviously that covers your fee for the weekend. And he said, he said if I think he just sent out a universal email to people just to say if they had any. Obviously they've got certain things they want to do, a super shelter and things like that. But if anyone else wants to contribute, so I said, I'll do some rocket stoves if he wants me to. So he said, yeah. So obviously I've just collected the wood and I'll do some like chainsaw. I'll do a chainsaw. They're all basically props, you know, to show people when I make the 1 hour I normally make it.
Yeah, no, nice one, mate.
Yes, that's the idea, really.
Yeah.
Right, mate, can I get under that jacket with you? Because you're just so hot, and
He's lovely and warm there, mate. I've left his little pullover on that he normally has all the time.
Trash that bit, though, mate.
Yeah, he trashed that bit, didn't you, Baldick? But never mind.
You could trash Ventol, that boy.
He's trashed it. But I see me covering that in Gore-Tex for him anyway, mate.
Gore-Tex or Ventol or something, just to sort of give it a real little ripstop or something.
Yeah. Cover it a bit of material.
You know, he's like,
So I love that.
He grabbed that stick and he ended up...
Yeah, we had to disengage him, mate. He was all caught up. He got a bit baldy. Yeah, he got a bit excited doing your zoomies. I love coming over the woods with the boys, don't I? Yeah, I love our dad, don't I? Only because he gives you... I love Des, he does chuck his stick with me. I love Des, don't I? No, he proper gets excited in the morning when he sees the old rucksack coming down and that, mate. Because you sat there earlier on with your back against the your thing.
Waiting.
Yeah. Because last time he come up in Creme Woods, mate, he gave you a right old spook, didn't he? You're just miles away doing some filming.
Honestly, that was a genuine. Honestly, cracked the life out of me. Honestly, it's not until I watch it back on the video because you see him coming behind me and everything else. Because I'm so engrossed in the video. And then all of a sudden he's there. And I was just like,
And you heard the running up, yeah. Oh, I love you, Des, don't I? Des, you play chucky stick with me later on. Anyway, we're just getting some brews on, and again, it is his wish, the old landowner, so there's no dramas on that. We can't be in there at the weekend because they're doing shooting and that, but he doesn't want ground fires, and that's fair enough because we've all got their little, you know, off ground fire things. Yeah, because it's a pine wood forest and that as well, mate, as you pointed out eons ago, and it's dead easy to set the roots on fire, mate, and they will smoulder. But yeah, it's funny how things catch fire when you don't want them to, but when you want them to, they don't. Right, anyway, ladies and gents, I'll bring you back. Oh, it's just like Bill and Ben, isn't it? I better stop because I'll get hit. No, last time I was here, I just windlassed Mighty Cuff's table, and that just makes a nice sort of Bergen perch, to be honest. But old bags seem quite popular. Al's got one now. I'll show you his. It turned out about 3 inches smaller, but then, as he said, but that will just go on the back of the Bergen, and that's a handy bit of kit to have. Literally, the 2 lid straps go through there, and on these ones it has got a little a strap that pulls it over. So yeah, that's just I don't know. But you know, like if I was here today and I'd take my poncho or me waterproofs back and they were wet, just bung them in there, ladies and gents, attach them to the outside of the Bergen, and a job done. Ooh, nice bum, sir. But you're popular at the YMCA nights, aren't you, sir? No, you're very Ray. You're head to foot Ray Mears, sir.
If you're interested,
I hope
no.
not as fat as him.
Hey, don't say that, mate. You'll have people making you'll get stalkers on there. Did you just insult the Ray Mears god, sir? Baldy, come away. Someone's got sharps. Come away when they got shot. You tore your coat. I'm sorry about that, Dad. You fix it though. I can, Baldy, and I will. I might just make you a proper one. Yeah, do that, Dad. Oh, but you're still rocking the old Matilda, mate?
Yeah.
I mean to get mine out, but... And then I got that for 65 quid, so I'm just using that at the moment. I'm in my beige phase at the moment. Baldy, don't you weigh up that Bergen. Baldy, come here. That's it, good boy. Right, anyway, ladies and gents, I'm going to get that brew down my neck.
Sort of fucking, you know, something like
to sit on the fire,
Jeff there, poshing it up.
yeah, one of the creatures.
Egg banjo, sir.
Yeah, the
Banjos, yeah. But
But
without the banjo, so
And you've got the young babies like, oh,
Break 'em,
lovely
'cause I don't want to be
size,
going-
and he's all like young
Yeah.
and happy, and then you've got like...
No, you got your posh Ray Mears coat on there, sir.
Sensation is fucking good.
Very like Starsy or whatever, mate. But yeah,
The pup, I can't believe,
posh. Look, even buttered his bread.
And the brown one is
I mean, that's
coming
just-
up with 4. But they're mad
Bacon
as a
grease
hatter.
should do that, sir.
And the black one just sits there watching these idiots jumping about.
Just kind of realise how tall you are, Des. You know, when I do that, and you stood next to Al, you're quite tall.
Yeah, but Al's quite... I mean, I'm not being... You know, Al's quite...
5'7", you know?
Isn't he?
5'7.5", sorry.
Whereas I'm 6'3". Well, you ain't much smaller than me, really, are you?
I'm just 6 foot dead, sir. Dead on it.
Oh, you're 6 foot?
Dead on it, yeah. Or, he used to say on my ID card 1.87 metres. It's funny the things you remember, isn't it?
The people that I meet up with, though, is when they meet me for the first time, and they all say, God, are you tall? I'm like, no.
You should have been a gardener.
Should have been a guardsman.
Yeah, I thought they made it. But when you're not there, they go, "Oh, he's a miserable bastard, him." I'm surprised I get people coming at me because all I do is like be like a proper abuse. We've had some good abuse, so haven't we?
Oh, yes.
Much of it not caught on cam. Sadly, some of it couldn't go on there because people don't get the military sense of humour, do they? No. There's his, sorry, Jeff has nicked me.
The table.
Nick the table, sir. There's proper pushing up in the woods, isn't you? Look, proper. Yeah. Nice one. Ooh. Got my eye on you, sir. Well, you got a nice bum when you bend over, mate, and I'm just saying. Lucky I'm not in the Navy or the Air Force. There's Mr. Baldy. You had your Scooby snacks, ain't you?
And while I was in the foot car, his granddad, he had to have a good memory because these girls will whisper their phone numbers.
And here we go, ladies and gents. Well, very bushcrafty today. The
A rehearsal, mate. Really.
yeah, no. So that's the old super shelter there, mate.
Yeah, well, I've kind of cut the corner a little bit because obviously, I'm sorry, because I've used that U-tool tarp with the silver backing already in it, so I've got to use a Mylar blanket.
Yeah, that's good, mate, because
they're pretty alright, aren't they?
yeah, but they catch fire dead easy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's always just been a concern, only because I've been in tents, mate, in Cyprus when they caught on fire, and fire and tents for me don't mix, and certainly with the plastic. But Baldrick approved, hasn't he? He's been in there.
I'm gonna, I think I'll probably be using candles in here, I think, as opposed to a fire, just to keep it, you know, a bit more warmer.
Yeah.
Bought some extra candles for it.
Yeah.
But I know when I made one before and I was in there and I had a fire out the front, it was raining and everything. I tell you, I couldn't believe it how warm it got.
Yeah.
It really was warm. That's the first time I made one. I think I've got this idea. I'm not sure if I see Dave Canterbury do it or someone like that. And I just thought that was a good option. You know what I mean? Like an alternative option.
You can always carry that sheet in back bottom of your pack. There's millions of uses for it, mate, isn't there? Even as a water collection thing and all sorts, mate. You know, proper on it, sir. But you're doing the weekend with Greencraft, mate.
Greencraft and what's his name, Craig Fordham. You know, the guy from Blackwall Survival. Those two have obviously, I think, have organised it as part of a charity event to raise money for cancer.
Yeah.
Using it in line with sort of like what Moore's, you know, because Moore's passing away with it. So quite good, really, quite good.
Yeah, no, it's brilliant, mate. Whereabouts is that going now, mate?
It's wherever, I can't remember. I have been there once before, but it's somewhere in Kent.
Kent, oh, right, fair enough, mate.
Somewhere in Kent.
Yeah, no, I didn't, you know, just because I was thinking about, you know, someone like that might appeal to me with more notice, mate, I must admit.
Okay.
Yeah, no, just leave.
Well, I didn't even know it was on. It was, I don't even know it was on. It was, who told me? Barney. I mean, it was kind of rumours and all this,
I'd heard a bit, but nothing, no, fair enough, mate. But if they do another one, mate, or if they're doing a bit for charity, I might a couple of them like A-frame seats or something like that, giving enough notice, mate, chuck in, you know, if they're doing raffles or whatever. It's for charity, mate, and it don't, with me, people do loads for military, so I think the others need a look in now and again, mate, you know, I've got a mate, he's, you know, he's for charities, Great Ormond Street and that, mate. You know what I mean? And but what I will say, so you get man points on that, and I ain't giving you a compliment, but no, I do, but no, there's no. But a pair of secateurs, mate, in the field are priceless, mate.
I'll tell you what, it's only I've literally fell upon them because, well, as I say, when I went out, couple of months, when I went out in September, I think it was, and I was doing a recce for a lake, to take the kayak, and it was so overgrown. I lost Rosie and all. I lost Rosie for a while. And I thought, you know what, I've been carrying these in my kit and I've been using them.
So I've got like a Leatherman type tool there. Well, long story short, mate, obviously it's in the light division, and we generally always had
for when you were setting up OPs and
and you know, a couple of Gurkhas, and that's where I first saw it, mate. I hadn't been in the army too long, well, about 9 months or whatever, and these guys just went boom. We went to set up a harbour area, and and a pair of secateurs went down. In Cambridge, mate, I was based in Bar Hill at the time, went downtown, got myself a decent Wilkinson saw pair, and you know, like on the old 58 webbing in the Energa pouch, because I thought, wow, silent, bosh, you know what I mean, and certainly anybody that's done anything rural in Northern Ireland will know how handy a pair of secateurs are, mate.
Definitely.
So again, man points on that. Because I remember I'll sort mine out because I've got a stainless steel pair, mate. It's like a Leatherman, but they've got secateurs where other people have the pliers, mate. Yeah,
these are a bit. I mean, these. I'm going to clean them up because at the moment the branches, because these are just an old set I've had knocking around in the, you know, use them in the garden. But I mean, they're nothing to buy a new set.
No, but they can be quite a handy bit of kit, mate.
I've had them out a few times now, and I've been all these years, and apart from using them from the military,
Yeah.
I've never used them. You know, it's the
No.
first time I've used
But
them.
you just ripped a thing shred there to get all your fire going. Dead easy, mate.
Yeah.
It's all about not using so many calories.
Well, you know, machetes.
Yeah.
And, you know, we haven't got all that sort of.
No.
We're going to be carrying all that, do we?
That's
Yeah, so I'm going to build up the fire a little bit,
yeah.
and then see how. See what the heat's like in there.
Yeah, but again, mate, just quickly, Josh. People say, "Oh, you can break it and that." Well, yeah, I suppose you can, but
Yeah.
you know, not the big bits like that, mate. It's just handy, Harry, isn't it?
Yeah.
Especially when you want to load a camouflage really quickly for your basher or camming up a vehicle, mate. They were so handy.
Yeah, from a military point of view.
Yeah.
Even as for us now.
Yeah.
I think they're often a top.
But I'm quite liking this as a little survival shelter, mate.
What about you two one?
No, I'm talking about your one, mate.
Oh.
Des, it's hard for me to give you compliments, mate, because you're artillery. But you know, you've got this set up nice, mate. I love the idea of just rolling the bits, keeping it simple, mate.
Yeah.
And that sheet at the back's definitely better than any old Mylar blanket, mate. Obviously, you use a Mylar blanket. I've got a couple on me now, mate, in my kit. But
I think it just saves taping it all up and
Yeah.
using, you know, like it makes it more components, I think.
yeah,
So, you know, obviously
No.
I've got the benefit of having that, so
Yeah.
I thought I might. Oh,
yeah, you're going to use it, mate. Yeah, no, that's what they're for. So I've got one of them in green. Never even brought it out of the house, mate.
got
I
one
need
in
to do
green
it.
as well.
Yeah, never even bought it. I think I might have bought it on the strength of you seeing your one and Davy's one,
Oh,
because
okay.
Davy's got one. He always uses it as a ground sheet, doesn't he?
yeah.
And I found one that weren't too much dollar.
Well, I think that, especially with the
Ah,
candles in now, I think
No,
that'd be
I'm
sweet.
liking you. I've got to try and catch your funky paracord, mate. No, I found something to take the mick out of, mate. No, nice one, mate. No, but there's no that'd get the job done, mate, wouldn't it? And it's simple.
I hope so.
Don't even need your pegs, mate, or nothing.
No, I'm quite. Yeah, you know, obviously I'll cut some logs or whatever just to weigh it all. It's plastic at the end of the day. It's
Yeah.
quite a thin stuff as well, really.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But
Because that could just be folded and right at the bottom of your boat, you know what I mean? Or
Yeah,
just
yeah,
somewhere.
yeah.
So it's always, because the thing is, mate, it's always, you know, I got asked on an alarm survival course. Somebody wanted to prep the instructor, you know, like, oh, what do you think's the best survival knife? And he looked at him as if to think, like, you know, that dickhead look that only army instructors can do. Because it was a prime, you know, question. He went, well, it's probably going to be the knife you've got on you at the time.
at the time, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's the only answer. Yeah, that's the only answer you got, mate. And even if it's just a little box cutter or a Stanley or whatever, that's what it is.
I can't find a plastic bag that they come in, but I got them off of Amazon, I think. But I got about 3 or 4 of them, and as I say, I got them on the pretense of having a play with the super shelter, and I did it in another video.
Yeah,
I was out with Chris and John and Barney, but the weather was pretty
Poo.
poor. You know, it was
Yeah.
raining, everything.
Poo.
But I got under it with the spruce boughs and everything else, and at first it was condensating on the inside.
yeah,
Crikey, it was so warm.
Yeah.
You know, if you had I can understand why, sort of Moors come up with the idea of using it. I'll have a quick go at it now.
Yeah.
While that fire's going.
no, it's a cracking bit of kit, mate. Don't take nothing, and yeah, just carrying the plastic there's not a reason not to, mate. You know.
Oh, mate, you can feel that already in here.
Yeah, it's
Sweet.
keep you alive, mate, won't it?
Yeah, oh, definitely. And I'll put a log the other end just to keep that plastic together.
Yeah. And that's it, mate. It's just so simple. Just getting some logs.
Sweet, yeah, I'll have to maybe sort this out a bit more.
Yeah,
But you can feel the heat off that already.
yeah. Because it goes in. It's like a greenhouse effect, mate. As I
Yeah, it is, yeah, it's the greenhouse effect,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah, sweet, I mean,
That's on it though, mate. No, bang on it, sir. Yeah, and I say the only thing with me, mate, because I've had to drag people out of tents and just grab sleeping bags and pull them out and that, mate. I know the old
I get that.
the 58 sleeping pattern bag sort of sticks to people, mate. You know what I mean?
Well, it's only
You know,
nylon, isn't
it is. But yeah, so me and plastic and fires, I'm not going, woo, you know, me blah blah's gone off, me health and safety blah blah.
Yeah, totally agree with you.
Yeah. No, but mate, push comes to shove, sir. Bosh, I'm quite impressed with that, mate. But obviously I'm gonna have to get my little survival shelter out now, ain't I, sir?
Oh, mate, I tell you what, you can feel the heat off that
Yeah.
already.
And that's it, mate. That's all it needs to be.
So nice.
Kiss, keep it simple, keep it stupid. There comes Mr. Baldy. What you doing? What you doing, Mr. Baldy? So I've just been on a patrol, Dad. Yeah, we've got no gooks in the wire. Ladies and gentlemen, Al's doing his trolley dolly impression. No, I can't take the mickey if you're going to feed me, sir. No, do you know what I mean? No, we've got a nice little bit of
Baldrick, come away.
bit of stew there, mate. Bacon and liver stew.
Liver and bacon casserole, yeah.
Oh, liver and bacon casserole. We're pushing up with the casserole, so it's not soup then, no? All right, fair enough. And also a bit of coffee. We're getting it done. Mr. Baldrick's out the way of the hot water. Baldrick back. There we go, guys. So we're just going to have a bit of a feast.
Bread roll too.
Oh, bed roll, sir, yeah. We're in the airman's mess now, are we, sir?
Has he buttered it for you?
Oh, he probably has, mate. He probably has.
No.
I know, but hey, don't take the piss with the buttering, mate, because you was buttering your bread earlier. Oh, yeah, no, come on. That was a nice bit of gear there, mate. Yeah, I'm going to get that down my throat now before it gets cold. No, I was just going to bring this in because we're nearly going home. But Des, you're doing an impression of me. You're trying to be like me too much, Des, aren't you?
Why?
No, I'm just going to do a profile, sir. Just if you could just move your arms up a bit, sir. That's your fat bloke impression, isn't it? He's trying to imitate me, isn't it? Is that imitation is a serious form? Oh, fucking hell. Sorry, sir, I didn't catch the ugly bit there. The sun's right on your face. It's like proper illuminating your face, sir. Oh. Anyway, here's Bill and Ben. Or as we call them in the trade, Ubi and Doobie. Right, and we're just having a brew before we go down, aren't we? Where's old man, Mr. Baldrick?
Behind you.
Ah.
He's behind you.
He's behind me. Oh, he's just probably going to pick him which Bergen he wants to have a wee on. Do you remember that time he weed on Deeds Bergen? Oh, bless him. He ain't used it since, has he? No. Bless. Baldy, you alright, boy? Yeah, you want to go home and have a kip now? I said, yeah.
Steuben, not the Steuben. Was it Steuben? I can't remember.
Oh, no, he was just a tap. Well, it is tap one now, and it smells of dog's piss. Yeah. Baldrick! And he went, oh, I'm going to finish. Dean was ever so good about it, but he's probably fuming, like, you know what I mean? It's just a dog night. Des, it's not funny. If he wazzed on your burger and you wouldn't, on your Streuben. Oh, look, there's Mr. Baldy. So, can you shut up about that? Don't tell the lads about that. You've injured your coat, mate, ain't you? And I'll make you a new one. Yeah, I like the other one better. No, we'll sort something out, Baldy. I don't know why a dog would bite a stick, though. Can't taste very good. Yeah. But as we were just saying there, it gets sundown's about 10 to 4. And it's dark by 4:30, isn't it? But anyway, we're getting another brew on over there. Oh, the smell of the campfire. Again, it's not girly. We've got little fire pits, portable ones here, because the guy who lets us, doesn't mind us being here, just doesn't want ground fires, and that's fair enough, but it's nice being able to be somewhere where you know you're not going to get called, the law's not going to be called. Oh. And there we see Mr. Baldrick doing what he likes doing, killing wood. I'm making some tinder for the boys, Dad. Baldy? You love coming out with the boys, don't you? Oh, it's my best thing, Dad. That's my best thing. I love our dad, don't I? Unfortunately, there's a bit of a farming game right on in the background. A horrible alarm, but it's his field, not mine. Baldy, what are you doing? You're eating wood. No wonder you cry when you go to download, mate. You alright? You've got something, mate, sticking my fingers down your throat again to get a bit of wood out. Baldy, give me that. Baldy, give me that. Mine. 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 Is that my stick, Baldy? Right, ladies and gents, the sun is low over the yard arm there, so we're probably going to call it a day now. Well, we're going to have a brew and that, a bit of banter, and we'll just call it a day. Mr. Baldy, he's had a cracking little day. So if you watch me film this for, ladies and gents, as always, thanks, always appreciate it. And yeah, no, that's it. Because I never ever say that thing, like, subscribe and all that, do I? You ever watch me films because there's something in it for you, or you don't. Right, and I'll see you next time I'm out, ladies and gents. Apart from that, you know, with the old lurgy and that, take care, and take care of everybody else who you love. Take care. Bye.